Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. The road is hard, the nights are cold, but she won't trade it for the gold. The wind, the stars, the open sky, a girl who's never saying goodbye. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. She left behind the life she knew, chasing dreams and skies of blue. No more chains to hold her down, just endless roads and city sounds. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. more chains to hold her down, just endless roads and city sounds. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. The road is hard, the nights are cold, but she won't trade it for the gold. The wind, the stars, the open sky, a girl who's never saying goodbye. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. She left behind the life she knew, chasing dreams and skies of blue. No more chains to hold her down, just endless roads and city sounds. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. The road is hard, the nights are cold, but she won't trade it for the gold. The wind, the stars, the open sky, a girl who's never saying goodbye. Cassie's riding loud and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night.
Hello everyone, welcome to my stream. For those of you tuning in for the first time, my name is Cassie Wagon. I'm a Hitchhiking Drifter VTuber, and tonight we're playing Final Fantasy XIV again. So let's go ahead and get started since we'll probably end up getting stuck in a queue. Oh, okay, it looks like we're not stuck in a queue this time. That's a surprising change. Oh, shit. Okay, I was stuck T-posing just now. Alright. Now just make sure that all of my equipment has been enhanced with materia. Alright. Oh, first. Nothing needs mending. Really just got a fill that let's do before I depart, so I won't keep you any longer. I do hope you can find a moment for yourself and that the others can as well. They said that they were returning to the Baldessian Annex, though I doubt they were staying for long. If you decide to go looking for them, I'd suggest speaking with Kyle first. I'm sure they would have told their plan. Told her their plan. Okay. Locked box. The box is locked tight. What the hell? You're back. I take it you received your gift from Tataro? It was a surprise long in the making with many, many long hours of fretting to get everything just right. I'm glad to see it realized and with great success. If you're looking for others, though, they're already taken their leave. Vashila, Thancred, and Rian Jarrett have gone to the last stand for a bite to eat. Alistair and Grahatia, meanwhile, though, thought their time would be better spent poring over books at Numenon. As for Alphino and Esneen, well, they've elected to pay a visit to the Livilia estate. The Estinian seems somewhat reluctant to go. I'm sure they would all be glad for your company if you have a mind to seek them out. Should you be feeling peckish, I'd suggest heading to the last stand before Stoll and the others finish eating. But above all else, it would be foolish to run headlong into battle a fatigue mess, so do remember to get a good night's sleep. Alright. Cassie come to make her a trio quartet, have you? Please, have a seat, and we'll see about getting you a drink. Mm.
Your business with Tataru was finished.
And that's when I realized the DNA had been tampered
What a
with.
thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then,
that
we have
people look nice.
experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Yeah, I feel like
Forsooth.
having pizza.
As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
What will we learn at the edge of the universe, I wonder?
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine. But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
Just make sure you bring enough ammunition.
Oh, ye of little faith. I know better than to leave home without ample supplies, thank you very much. Didn't pick up the gunblade yesterday. And to think I used to prefer fighting from the shadows. Gods, I really have changed.
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say
Oh,
about
man, I
it,
want
we'll
that
go
pizza
further
so
still.
bad.
Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home. In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to achieve after the proverbial dust is settled.
What with the primals and Asians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though. In uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change. With this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much would change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess, I too have yearned to see more of the world, If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to effect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear.
Mom.
What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between
Hello,
worlds.
D-Haze.
'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise.
Mm.
Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you.
God damn it.
And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Hmm.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
Hmm. Huh.
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Oh. It's fine. We just started this
Well,
cutscene.
shall we make a toast?
Discussing-
To victory.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
I have a feeling I have a dialogue choice here. No, wait. But right now I really want to have that pizza. Yeah. Hmm. 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 Eating so soon, I suppose, is for the best. If you'd rather not explore the bottom of the bottle with pretty unsure. I dare say the others will welcome your company as well, if you can find them, that is. Yeah, I think so too. In any case, as long as you make the most of your time, then that is all that matters. I think there's a menu item at Pizza Hut I want to get. Let's see. Next we're gonna visit Alvina and Alice's house. Oh wow. Been a while since I've seen the Stinian out wearing anything besides armor.
Oh. What brings you here?
And that's when I realized the DNA hadn't been tampered with.
Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil. All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
Yeah.
Well, I for one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink. The thought of fleeing crossed my mind, but what then? I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... It was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth. That's not to say I think we won't be returning. Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today. After all, tomorrow is never promised.
I paid you.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do. Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family. Well, it's past time we were on our way.
Wait! Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me. To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks.
Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit. I am ever grateful.
Suppose they should thank you both as well. I mean, you basically carried me throughout the
Well,
throughout
we
the race.
needn't make it a competition. You know, this must be what Heidelin meant when she spoke about depending on one another. However treacherous the road before us, together we will prevail.
Okay. Let's see. Where's next? So she's over here. Oh, it's wrong way. There's pudding way. Hi, Cassie. I have come to the studium in order to study the ways of pudding. Alas, my creations won't jiggle as they should just yet. But I persevere. Alright. You try speaking with Elsa, but she is fast asleep. Oh, Gareth, he is dozing off too. Wake up! Oh. Maybe I'm taking a nap too.
Oh,
Yeah.
knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come. Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never fail to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over. From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love, you deserve all the joy in the world. There is so much that life has to offer, so much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness. When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
This feels familiar.
You're finally awake.
Well, 'tis good to be. Wait. What am I? Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
You got caught trying to cross the border, weren't you?
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
I remember the first time I streamed Final Fantasy XIV, I fell asleep on stream.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word. I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
Yeah, that's pretty much the truth. Okay, where do we go now? Oh, where? Wait. That's near. That's near. Okay. Welcome back, Cassie. You're trying to catch a final few weeks before embarking on your mission, I presume. We happily know your chambers have been cleaned and fresh linens laid out. Okay. I pray you enjoy the sweetest dreams on this final night before the big day. Alright. Preparing for the final battle. That night at the Royal Menagerie in Alamigo. But huh? Let me guess. It's gotta be Xeno. Yep, it's Xeno's.
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly. In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you? And what was it that you sought in me?
Oh, the reckoning.
How often have we thus assembled? To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments. From the joyous to the sorrowful.
We've had occasion to call other places home too. Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
Mhm.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium. To stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
Mhm.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all.
Mhm.
The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready. The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel.
Alright.
They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule. Upon arriving, your objective is to find and vanquish Meteon. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
Mhm.
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words. You must triumph.
Of course.
What that means will differ for each of you.
Mhm.
To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether.
No, one of us is gonna die. I just know.
Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Well, it is the final battle, and, well, they're really laying it on thick that,
Let us be off then.
like, one of us might not come back alive.
Wait! Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here. Safe journey, all of you, and be safe.
Yep, death flags all around. We can count on it. Famous last words. Yeah, I hope so too. Hmm. Okay, there we go. Sinjika is ready to send you off with a smile. This is where we part ways for now, at least. If I have sage words of wisdom to share ere you depart, mayhap the teachings of Galuf Valdesian will suffice. Surrender not to anger or hatred, he said. Look beyond them and there find true strength. What one sees beyond is open to interpretation, I think, but for me, the things I cherish most in life, things I believe are worth fighting for. Something to consider as you venture into the sea of stars. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Actually, wait. Alright. Vagabond. No, it's passive. And be aware of your coming. Please use the lift here. There is only one Earth. If it splits in half, there'll be two. All of mankind is dumb and beautiful. Those are from Excel stuff, by the way. Yeah, it's like Excel says it when she's like in a really chipper mood or something while she's struggling at work. She gets too enthusiastic about her. Well, like she gets too into it and starts like accidentally directs two trucks to collide.
All present and accounted for. Good. As you will have heard,
Like she was her job was directing traffic at a construction
all
site.
that remains is to board and be on your way.
Oh, I've seen my fair share of tight schedules, but this was bloody murder. But we did it. We finished the ship. It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a Garland through and through.
I really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you for everything.
Well, the work was hard, but we've learned a lot from it. After all, it's not every day you get tasked with building a starfaring vessel. In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey on your return.
Aw.
So, have you thought of a name?
A name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
Well, seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuneau, who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
I called it the Normandy, but we'll see.
As you know, This vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration. And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible.
Oh, are we gonna name it after Hydaelyn?
From a fragment of Dalamud, we obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars. And this fragment would not have found its way to us had the Archon Louisoix not fought to protect this
we're gonna
world.
name it after Louisoix.
And in so doing, laid down his life. Now that the vessel stands complete, I cannot help but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance. If it was my father's intention to guide us here. In the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home, I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us.
Oh.
The starship Ragnarok.
Aww. An appropriate name
Sorry
too.
for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
Oh wow. The beast tribes too.
What are you all doing here?
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations. You've done a fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mother Crystal.
Oh, I get
Given
it.
its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare, not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards for feeding to the engines. But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves!
In other words, we're gonna power it with primals.
Thou wouldst employ summoning, or should I say its precursor, creation magics.
Mm-hmm.
Care to explain for our benefit?
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Loporrits are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment. Yet simple though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Hence the ancients' meticulous management of concepts.
Drawing upon this art, the Ascians conceived of summoning as we know it. A derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest a creation.
I see.
I see. By combining the Loporrits' magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience. Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
I see.
Indeed! Indeed! While Hydaelyn gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul, or similar. She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
Am I the only one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
Oh, right!
I mean-
I was getting to that! From what I've read in Sharlayan tomes, it appears the Ascians incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. the fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Beings thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner. In contrast, our creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
Truth
Okay.
be told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on you. When the avatars of our faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we who birthed them. Where others vilified and suppressed us, you offered understanding and friendship. In gratitude, we will share with you the true expressions of our gods. Not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
Alright, you lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
Lead the way.
May we have a moment? In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
Okay.
Portable teleportation devices. One for each of you, designed to work in tandem. Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok. There is no telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate to use them. Be safe, all of you, and come back.
You as well. I pray you take care.
Looks like everything is in order, so I'll go ahead and board. A few of my fellows will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
Alright.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go, and Godspeed.
Wait a minute, I just realized. This is a space battleship Yamato. You would come this way, I will direct you to the bridge. I'm aboard the Ragnarok, several cutscenes will play in sequence. I recommend that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm going to make some popcorn. Okay, I'm back. Let's start the cutscene. Oh, they got the kick-ass music now playing. I'm gonna sleep at the wheel.
Welcome to the bridge, everyone! I hope you have everything, because I can't be bothered turning back. Right then, make yourselves comfortable. We're setting off in just a moment.
It's incredible.
This is Fortuno. Can you hear me? The preparations for the summonings are complete. In accordance with the 14th phase of the plan, we have moved the Ragnarok to the launch site. The gates are open. You may depart when ready.
So, are we ready?
Engage.
As ready as we'll ever be. Let's get going.
Oh, come on. A burnt-out star's got more fire in its belly. Try it again, with feeling.
Oh. Let's see, should Alphino do it, or should I? You know, Alphino, I think Alphino would do a better job. Or, Okay. Warp one engage. Oh.
Engage!
Oh.
Engage!
Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. That was the Space Battleship Yamato theme, by the way. Holy crap. Holy fuck. Wind, water, fire, earth, heart. Captain Planet, he's our hero.
I must carry landwalkers into the sky. I cannot imagine a greater indignity.
Do not sulk so, for thy mighty winds exist not only to buffet and batter. Nay, they may serve also to thrust forth with vigor. Such is thy glory, and thus it is an occasion to rejoice. So come, let us revel!
I like him.
So long as the wind blows freely, I suppose all is as it should be in creation. I will render unto them a storm, that they may pierce the firmament and fly free!
Now you're motivated.
Still in one piece? Good. Sleeping way? Report?
All's well. Fantastic, even. Thanks to the power of those primals, the engines are roaring and we're ripping along.
All values are also within projected ranges. Time to destination is 8 carats. Perhaps 7 at a pinch. Alright! Let's go over some points of caution. Our destination, as you know, is Ultima Thule. Lest you wonder, the place is not a star so much as a patch of emptiness. That's the extent of what our equipment could determine, anyway.
Is it like the Bootus Void?
From what we know of Meteon, she's likely used Dynamis to obfuscate her location.
So, in conclusion, we'll only know what's there when we get there.
The crew and I will see to it the ship's ready to take off at a moment's notice. We'll support the search as best we can, but it'll be your paws on the ground, assuming there is any. But everything will be fine, I'm sure. Heidelin believes in you, so you ought to believe in yourselves. Just don't do anything I wouldn't, like waiting too long to use those portable teleporters of yours. Personally, at the slightest sign of trouble, I'd mash the button to bits, and you should as well.
Understood. We promise to be careful.
I suggest you brace yourselves. We're about to arrive and the vessel will shake a good bit. What is this? Something is interfering with the equipment.
Red alert! All hands battle stations.
Greetings.
Oh fuck. Oh shit.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Yeah, let's not antagonize her. He's gone.
So this is Meteon.
Oh. Have you met one of my sisters? I don't remember meeting you myself. But I do know that you're from Atheris. Why have you come? All you had to do was wait. I would have delivered to you your ends.
We will not go quietly into
ask
the
for
night.
that.
I don't understand. All life is destined to end. Why choose to prolong your suffering? Effort, ambition,
We're going
love,
to live on.
they amount to naught.
We're going to survive.
Happiness, should you find it, is inevitably lost. Stolen away by events beyond your control.
Today we declare our...
There is no logic nor meaning in it. You
Today is
think
the day
there
we
is.
declare our Independence Day.
Yourselves. But it's all a cruel accident. Come now. I speak the truth. A truth you would recognize if you looked up at the night sky. Unbroken emptiness. Cold, dark, and silent. Your world, like every other, is but a blemish upon its perfect fabric. Life is an anomaly. It is unnatural and cannot continue. The sooner you accept this, the easier it will be.
Just to be clear, we're not here to argue with you. We know that life is fleeting, and that in the short time we have it, we're not assured happiness.
Indeed. I've seen far more sorrow in the eyes of many I've met. I myself have plenty of regrets. And one day they'll die with me. Gone to dust with my good deeds and unfulfilled dreams.
But we accept this. That our existence may seem pointless. That sorrow, rage, and despair will always dog our heels. And we press on regardless. That is why Hydaelyn guided us here. In her boundless love for mankind, she has prepared us for this trial, and in her name, we have come for you.
Yes, I sense it. A burning passion like unto fury. I know it well. For the same passion once burned in many a star before yours. Suffocated and extinguished now.
Jesus Christ, that scared the crap out of me.
I can't breathe.
You approach the bounds of my ultimatum, where emotions dictate reality, where resignation and acceptance unite to embrace the end, where those who yet valiantly cling to life cannot thrive.
Holy shit. What happened to our, what happened to,
By the fury.
Thancred?
what happened to Thancred?
Meteon has gone as well. Mayhap he awakened first and gave chase.
Everyone? It appears we are at our destination.
Oh no. Don't tell me he's the first casualty.
This is Ultima Thule.
Not that we knew what to expect, but I wasn't expecting this.
Okay.
From atmospheric composition to ambient temperatures, all reading to within permissible range. This place is capable of supporting life.
If that's the case, then Thancred may well have gone on ahead. Let's go and have a look.
Don't you dare fake me out again,
I want the rest of you to
Thancred.
perform a full inspection of the ship, as well as a biological scan.
Like during Shadowbringers, I thought he was gonna die.
So it was that the brave wayfarers arrived at last at Dream's End. In following their path walked and history written, I am made keenly aware of one truth. Though the curtains may fall again and again, so long as others take the stage, ever shall there be more tales to tell. So, let them bring it to a close, I say. Let the curtains fall upon this, the final chapter in the tale of the star.
Ultima Thule. Yeah, this looks a lot like, reminds me a lot of Aincrad.
Is this a dead star?
As I live and breathe, I live and breathe. Well, the environment itself shouldn't kill us.
Oh.
Well then,
Oh, that's
let
good.
us search for Thancred while exploring the area. The ship we leave in your care.
Alright. Wait. I can't guarantee it will be of help in the extreme surrounds, but I've ready a provisions note in case of emergency. Of course, if you encounter any real danger here, I expect you to return to Ragnarok at once. Okay. Try as you might, often can find no sign of Thancred. fortunate this place can support life, albeit barely. I suspect even the torpid, stale quality of the air. But never mind that. Miss Fine, Thancred, let's begin our search for the from the prow of the ship. It seems as good a direction as any. The prow is the front, right? And straight too far lest we lose sight of one another. Okay. The hell? No way. Is this the dragon's homeworld? Yeah, it must be the dragon's homeworld. Oh, not all of them are dead. Well. Oh no. Ruins, but of what, I wonder? Perhaps we can find something to help us understand the nature of this place. A relic, an inscription, anything? It's the fucking dragon's homeworld. Can't you see? Or maybe they're not native to this place. That's possible too. Look here, this part is relatively intact. The intricate design of the top suggests it is man-made, though its builders are certainly not men as we conceive of them. Having said that, I swear I've seen this pattern before. It's the fucking dragons. Molten structure. The metallic pillar has been partially melted, likely sometime in the distant past. Damage does not appear to have been inflicted deliberately. It calls to mind that indiscriminate discretion often wrought in the heat of battle. Palestinian. Maybe he's figured it out, considering he used to hunt dragons. I thought this hill might afford a better view of our surroundings, a poor decision in hindsight. Besides the light of the ship, from the ship, all is shrouded in darkness. If the Rancred is here, I'd never know of it. From what I can tell, we are near the edge of an island, if you can call it that, surrounded by floating debris. Okay. I mean, I can see clearly. Now the rain is gone, so I can resist. Are we able to find anything? Here, and still no trace of Tancred. There's nothing but emptiness as far as I can see, which unfortunately isn't very far. I can see just fine. You guys need your eyes checked. So I can't help but suspect that someone or something is here. There are fucking dragons wandering around. Don't you see them? There are times when I sense the drawing close, and then there's a chill washes over me, leaving me exhausted. Leaving me with feelings of death and anguish. See, there's one right behind me. Oh, wait. Oh. I think I might see something over there. What are you talking about? There's nothing there. Holy shit. Are they... They must be ghosts. Before we jump to any conclusions, perhaps we should search elsewhere. Agreed, we've only found more questions when we are in desperate need of answers. There's the fair stretch of terrain from the ship's port side we've yet to explore. Well, let's try searching there then. Okay, I guess I'm just... Yeah. Cast the word before we join the others. Oh, maybe Estinian has some insight. Maybe Estinian's caught on. Here there be dragons, and I just aggroed one. Oh god. Look at the title of the main story quest. A strange new world. Oh, actually no, maybe it's a reference to Star Trek. To discover strange new worlds and new civilizations. To boldly go where no one has gone before. You see them too, don't you? The dragons. Finally! As I thought, their presence is tenuous at best, but there's no mistaking it. No doubt your bond with Midgardsormr and mine with Needhog is what allows us to perceive them. Could these apparitions be related to the dragons that now live in the Theris? Bah, better to leave such conjecture to the others. In any case, we must be careful. We may soon find dragons so they can see as well. What the hell? DA, sorry, having a stroke. Death in English. What happened to them, I wonder? Oh, that... Okay. Okay, yeah. I don't think that's how most people, like, spell it out, but okay. Oh, before we do anything, let's attune to the Aetherite. Also, I think I'll make it my home point. That way, if I do get godded here, I'll just respawn here. Oh, I was thinking of the Next Generation theme, but okay.
Dragons. Here.
Here there be dragons.
What you see is a memory of a world that once was. A world suffering a slow death, whose denizens cried out for the release of oblivion.
What? Their world is dead?
It is. Not a single life remains upon that husk floating in the vast emptiness. These creatures are shadow and shade, perpetuated only to suffuse dynamis with their unending lamentations.
Our friend Thancred. Where is he?
A strange question. He is at your side, is he not? Oh yes. He is here and there, and everywhere within this space. He would tell you himself if he had form to form words.
Oh my god.
Huh. Such loathing and uncertainty. You don't know why you still exist. In like manner to the oblivion I send, I tried to drown out your ether with dynamis. Beginning with this Thancred, who came at me despite being unable to breathe. Such a simple thing, unmaking men. In the blinking of an eye, he was gone.
Holy fuck.
Didn't even have the chance to be transformed. Yet somehow, he managed to leave a slither of himself behind. What you call the heart? Or perhaps the soul. In his final moment, he cried out from it. A single word. Survive. That wish proved stronger than the despair that ruled here. It overpowered it, causing this space to be remade. Into a place you can perceive, and where life can endure.
Oh my god, he survived himself.
That
He
you draw
sacrificed
breath is
himself.
proof that his soul lives on. For how long, however, remains to be seen.
I fucking called it.
Well then, we should hurry and tend to business.
You idiot.
It's futile. You will never reach the true me. I told you, emotions dictate reality in this space. Such changes as you might work will not alter in its nature. You may see, but you cannot touch. Walk, but not advance.
Meteon holds too much sway here. How do we contend with a foe who can unmake us on a whim?
I do not know. But Thancred gave his life that we might come this far. We must press on.
Agreed. We cannot turn tail here. Not without something to show for our comrade's sacrifice.
God damn it. I hate being right. soul without body, a form of being with which we are not wholly unfamiliar. Indeed, for he existed in a similar state when residing in the forest. The circumstances are rather more dire than that, 'tis true, but I choose to believe he is not forever lost to us. Oh good, there's hope. Regardless, in sacrifice, he hath afforded us a chance to prevail. Let us not squander it and ascertain the nature of this realm, that we might confront and defeat Meteon. Athene and Cassia, would you accompany me in speaking with these dragons? Mayhap they can enlighten us. I'd ask the rest of you to survey these surrounds. There's a path that may lead us to our quarry. We must find it. Hold on. Ah. Very well, we can reconvene here when everyone's finished. Meteon said these dragons are shadows and shade, a world whose denizens sought oblivion. As such, they're not likely to be amenable to company, let alone conversation, so please be careful. Let's split up and gather what knowledge we may. A visitor, a nod of the star. Could thy slender hands bring plague to our world? Thy breath extinguish life's feeble flame? Oh, how we would adore thee, alas! The time our flesh shall wither, our souls fade, and so we wait for its inexorable march into oblivion. If thou art not come to hasten our demise, I bid thee leave us. We crave not companionship, only silence. Thou wouldst bid me to speak? Folly. I observe the lesson of stone. I shall not fly, nor speak, nor roar, only watch and wait and end. Jeez. One sight yet stirreth my blood, tempteth me to raise my voice in lamentation. No, the cradle of unsung dragons. No words, no songs are possessed of the weight describe such tragedy. Go, if that be thy will, I shall remain. Beyond that distant veil, paradise lost, so glorious, so beautiful. We are proud and noble race, strength embodied. We knew only love before they came. Metal monstrosities of black and silver. No bonds of blood did they share, nor conviction did they have to guide them. A crushing defeat. Never had we known such shame. Stilled now are the winds, so none could fill these wings. Burdened by ignominy, we fly no more, only sink into oblivion. So either they were aliens that sent robots to go and eliminate life on this planet, or the dragons made robots that turned against them. Yeah, there's no point in enjoying a fate since I'm already at the level cap. Oh, dragon egg. They led you here as well, did they? It was described to me as the source of their woes and proof of their end. I think I'm beginning to see why. It's a hatching ground, or was. I've seen similar on Atheris. Midgard Somer's kind must once have lived and thrived in a place such as this. Vritra said that his father was driven from their ancestral home by war and strife. This, then, is the fate of those who remain. Let's have a look around. Maybe these eggs have more to tell of what happened here. Shattered dragon egg. A murky liquid is pulled inside this eggshell. The noxious photor has indicative of contamination. Inside the shattered egg, you find the remains of an unborn dragon. The body has already begun to decompose. The gelatinous, half-dried membrane covering the corpse suggests it failed to emerge. Aww. Gingerly lifting a large egg from the viscous mire, you peer inside and see a formless mass soaking in a pool of embryonic fluid. Your stomach turns as you return the egg to its resting place. The egg appears to have been broken from the inside out. Perhaps the dragonette within succeeded in hatching. What's this? I thought all the eggs had been ruined. If the dragonette was indeed hatched, there is no sign of it here, or its sire, for that matter. You should look for them. You start with the clifftops, and I'll search the plains. Life finds a way. Or, no, I gotta say it more like the original. Life finds a way. Oh, great. Gonna be combat. What the? You are under attack. What the hell? The boisterous howling hath been quieted by thy hand, I presume. Everything alright? I thought I heard a dragon or something resembling one. That's when I realized the DNA events had been tampered with. Oh, I see what's happening here. Was that your child? Perhaps the eggs within Omnol are indeed mine. Life within one did quicken the beast thou hast slain made you of my brood, of my blood. Yet I do not recognize it, twisted and malformed as it is. Not a dragon in truth, but a reminder of our failure, a testament to our shame. Explain. They descended from the heavens, cold, heartless machines, and with them rode war and death. So we're sent by aliens. With fire and fury, rage and rancor, we gave answer. 'Twas a long and bloody battle, but only the beginning. Untold chaos and destruction swept over the star. In the end, the invaders were victorious. But when they looked upon their prize, they deemed it unfit for requisition. We were abandoned to our ruin. Yeah. The survivors sought to put away their shame, to rebuild, a futile effort. In pure soil, replete with aether, did we once cultivate our nesting grounds, but our lands were barren, and any eggs nurtured in such desolation were fated to rot. But few survived to hatch emerges abominations. We shall have no new progeny. There are dragons among you capable of journeying to other stars. That there are. Many would make the attempt, each bearing a clutch of eggs. The richest stars were home to the harshest rulers, and the arrival of dragons incited contest of supremacy. When the fires faded, the wars lost and won, they too were reduced to ash and waste. What I told you is seated on one world. 'Tis the curse of those who seek life, to be drawn into conflict, conquer or be conquered. The vicious cycle we now choose to break. We tire of conflict, of everything. We wait now in sweet, merciful silence, free from strife and suffering, still as stone. Wait, you claim your kind is doomed, but there is another star. Not listening anymore. They want only to brood in silence, to be left alone with their grief until time itself comes to an end. The sole reward for senseless bloodshed, the pain I understand, and wish that I did not. What fools we were. And now isn't the time for such thought. The others might want to hear what we learned. Come. I wonder, can I fly? No, I can't. There's no ether current. Are there? Can't be in an area this small. Damn it. Yeah, I could have just teleported back now that I think about it. Could have saved a lot of time. Are we able to establish any meaningful contact with the dragon? And that's when I realized that DNA evidence had been tampered with. I see, as they wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of conflict. Thank you, Cassie Estinian. As for our part, I believe we are more acutely aware of our concerns than before. Or confines than before. We started by traversing the perimeter of the island to see if there might be a path leading off of it. Sadly, there was nothing to be found. There's no small amount of debris floating about. Could there be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us elsewhere? I considered that, and so I tried throwing a stone into a potential platform to judge its integrity. But it never reached its mark as it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of this island. It vanished, only to reappear above me and fall at my feet. It would not be too quick to presume that what we see outside the space is as it appears. Which is why I returned to Ragnarok and asked the leopards to search for a potential path. However, the ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding area. Until we know more, I think it's too risky to attempt flying to another island. But Meteon told us before that emotions dictate reality here. Might be the key, but I'm not entirely sure what emotion might manifest a bridge to lead us to safety. So what you're saying is we've no way forward. As present, if it is indeed an emotion that governs this island, perhaps it is not Meteons, but the dragons that hold us here. Oh! They tire of conflict and have chosen a path of oblivion to escape it. Or rather, they have chosen no path at all, meaning there is no way for the dragons or anyone here on this island to advance. A sound theory, disheartening though it may be. If that is the case, what recourse do we have? They are not likely to be persuaded to help us. Our reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife. Without Earth to prove the future's not as bleak as they... There is! The Dragon Song War, the end of it, or rather the end of it. Mayhap persuasion is not the answer. Meteon meant to unmake us then and there on the Ragnarok, and she would have succeeded not for Thancred's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule, and reshape it to a degree. Perhaps it can be done again in like manner by overpowering the prevailing emotions. As Ultima Thule's architect, Meteon herself, against whom Thancred did hit himself in a clash of wills, I marked no leader among them. As such, I did not chance to encounter a dragon possessed of despair, far more potent than most, potent enough mayhap to dictate the course of others, and thus their domain to follow. He spoke a few words, carefully chosen, their tone and timbre alone threatening to rend my heart in twain, challenging its desire to remain. May allow us to alter the island upon which we stand. Alas, to fear my vaunted rhetoric of ill me not against this calcifying heart. But perhaps one of you will fare better. Then I shall guide thee. All end, they call him. I'll end, they call him, the dragon tongue. Thou wilt find him nearby, eyes fixed. But got to. Well, what if we had to lose? Let's get going. Right, it's back and forth, back and forth. There he is.
He remaineth as he was when I first approached, entombed in melancholy.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this.
Oh.
So, waiting to die like all the others, are you?
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the Expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind. Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict.
Nein.
No. You must be willing to confront it. To stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life. There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity. And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
Estinian!
Stay back.
this is the emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
Oh no. Oh, I get it. They're gonna be dropping like flies, but then at the end...
Justinian too.
At the end, though, they'll all be restored. I see. They have to sacrifice themselves to show them the way. Show the way.
He's opened the way for us. Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
Oh, Alphino.
Come. Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray. He would not. Damn it. This is the way. Up there, the wind. This is Justinian's doing, I'm sure of it. We should ride its flow and see where its fate leads. Whee! The powerful gale has delivered you to another island. The other side should arrive before long. Ah, come on. I want to see them fly over here. He did it. He found a way forward for us. Dragons remain trapped within a prison of their own making, lamenting the horrors of war, yet he knew them better than most. He was a man of honor and a dear friend, willing to fight to the very end for what he believed was right. And he's still fighting, Alphino, just like Thancred. Their sacrifices are why we can survive here, why we still have a chance to stop her. Even in spirit, they're unwilling to give up and give in to despair, and we mustn't either. Jose is right. We must press on for their sake. It's just Helen and Jose said we must continue. Notice the change in our surroundings. Perhaps this is the memory of an altogether different world. It would be prudent to learn more of it then. Tread carefully, lest we lose our footing in the sand.
Were not for the violet crystal embedded in its surface, 'twould appear as ordinary stone. A curious script has been etched upon them. Alas, it is not a language with which I am familiar. I cannot say I recognize it either. Nor I, the dragons from which I recall preserve the knowledge in song and eschew the written word entirely, so I may assume this is the work of another race, one we have yet to encounter. Meteon claimed the dragon's world suffers a slow death, seeking the release of oblivion. The life we find here, like as not, doth wend its way towards a similar end. What do you suppose that is over there? I'm not sure. It's hard to make out at this distance, but the surface seems to bear the same crystals as this monument. I mean, there's a chance we may find whoever built them, both. We should go and have a look. Come on. Other one. Oh god. Drifting Ia. Ghostly figure. Hail, travelers. This is the most unexpected occurrence. Oh, hello there. Is this your home? Indeed it is. Ah, forgive me, I've forgotten. An exchange of instructions is expected when first meeting those with whom one is unacquainted. Oh. Wow. The vibration of vocal folds we still require to convey our thoughts and intentions. Ia, I believe, was the pronunciation we was referring to our people. Though it is not entirely applicable given our present state, you are welcome to use this appellation. My ass hurts. As for the nomenclature to address my individual person, I believe it to be pronounced cough. I'm not going to even try. Yes, that of the Ea. We encounter beings that communicate intermittently through thought, but never one that is wholly without voice. I presume we are having this conversation by the medium of aether, or a dynamist, as the space is suffused with vast quantities of it. Fascinating in either case. Oh, I mean, Meteon did communicate with me the same way. I gathered your response to my presence is positive then. That is well, for there is something I wish to ask of you. Like yourselves, we are aether-based life forms, therefore it may be surmised that your bodies are a comparable biological composition of those we once possessed. I have a number of queries regarding your subjective perception of the five senses: sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. Oh, is he going to ask her to possess one of us? In total, I prepared 198,712,180,827. Of what? That's rather a lot, isn't it? Yeah, no shit. My apologies. I haven't been to a great many details necessary to understand the nature of my request. Though we dispensed with our corporeal vessels long ago, we have uncovered a need for the flesh, and have endeavored to recreate our erstwhile forms. However, all pertinent records have been lost due to the passage of time. Okay. What's with that, Dehaze? Take, for example, the nervous system is well within our power to recreate, but we have no frame of reference for sensations, Once experienced for our people, which may comprise of our ability to interact with our physical environment. And the reason you need to regain corporate forms? Why, to bring an end to our existence, of course. No need is perhaps too strong a word. It'd be a simple manner to unmake ourselves through use of etheric extinguishators, but such a death seems inadequate. Traditionalists among us believe proper death requires an inescapable sense of impermanence in one's final moments, an experience found only with bodies of flesh. We should very much like to hear more of your plans. In exchange, we will answer any questions you have to the best of our ability. Such an exchange of information would indeed prove useful. What's with him splitting like that? Irrelevant and efficacious exchange. I hereby invite you to our home. It's the abode of the where we traditionalists prepare for our demise. Presume their consent to answer questions indicative of tacit approval of our plans, in which case your cooperation is greatly appreciated. I must caution you, however, we've gotten told of the AO wandering the desert. The desire for bodies of flesh could be described as overzealous. Now if you follow me, figured as much. This is going rather smoothly, not that I'm complaining mine. Even so, you mustn't forget their aim is oblivion, much like the dragons. I fail to see why a civilization so seemingly advanced will choose to unmake all they have created. At any rate, we will find no answers dwelling here. Let us be on our way. Okay. I'm gonna find an etherite and tune to it, then I'll end the stream. Log off and end the stream. There is. Alright. I'll end it here. So, thank you all for watching me play Final Fantasy XIV tonight. And tomorrow, I think I might play a game I played before, but I might play something different. But we'll see. And then, of course, on Saturday, we'll play more Atomic Heart. And so, I'll go and play my outro. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night. Bye!
She left behind the life she knew, chasing dreams skies are blue. No more chains to hold her down, just endless roads and city sounds. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. Hitchhiking through the desert sands, no control, no rules, no plans. Her father's shadow far behind, freedom's taste she's here to find. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. The road is hard, the nights are cold, but she won't trade it for the gold. The wind, the stars, the open sky, a girl who's never saying goodbye. Cassie's riding wild and free, a drifter's heart in harmony, streaming from the highway's light, a runaway in the dead of night. The nights are cold, but she won't trade it for the gold. The wind, the stars, the open sky, a girl who's never